Hello, I'm here to give you an update on the COVID-19 restrictions being further lifted in Phase 4 of Governor Pritzker's Restore Illinois plan. This will take place on Friday, June 26th, in just a few days, and there's a number of things we need to go over. But first, let's go to the numbers. Lake County, we've had 367 deaths so far. State of Illinois, we're at 6,707. In the United States, 120,000. So it's still a very serious issue that we're dealing with. I just want to go over the numbers here a bit. But let's go more local. Here in Mundelein, we're at roughly 374 total cases that have been ascertained and tested. Okay, now if you go back and look a month ago, we were at roughly 319. All right, so in just 1 month, we've gained just a little over 50 additional cases in Mundelein, which is a slowing down of the pace that we were experiencing before. So this is all very good news, and it's happening throughout the state, and that's why we can go to Phase 4. Here's an overview of Phase 4. More businesses will be able to open following state safety guidelines. Gatherings of 50 people or fewer will be permitted instead of 10, will be permitted while social distancing and wearing face coverings. Restaurants and bars will be able to reopen with capacity limits and safety measures. This is for indoor dining, so that's great news. Travel can resume, and get this, childcare and schools can reopen under guidance as well. So fantastic news there. More specifically, let's go to the 50-50 rule. People can meet in groups that comprise 50 or fewer, or 50% of overall capacity with social distancing. This includes conferences and weddings. And you really need to assume a whichever is smaller clause. All right, so if you have a ballroom that fits 350, okay, you can't just have a gathering of 175. It's going to be 50. You're limited to 50, and that's for indoors or outdoors. Okay, so that's the 50-50 rule that we'll refer to later. In terms of indoor recreation like bowling and skating rinks, the 50-50 rule applies. Indoor dining can reopen with groups of 10 or less with tables spaced 6 feet apart in seated areas and in the standing areas at no more than 25% capacity. All right, at movie theaters, a lot of us like to go to movies and other performing arts centers. They can open their doors to accommodate up to 50 people or 50% overall capacity. Again, the 50-50 rule applies. Outdoor spectator sports, arenas, stadiums, 20% of seating capacity, and concessions can be open with restrictions. Youth sports, competitive play and tournaments are allowed now. The venues can operate at 50% facility capacity and 20% seating capacity for spectators. Okay? In terms of health and fitness centers and gyms, 50-50 rule applies, and some other restrictions as well. Day camps, okay, you have some restrictions. Water-based activities are permitted only at 50% capacity and group size of no more than 15. Now, that takes us to the Park District. This came off their website just today, and you can see their Phase 4 is listed there on the right, and the particular items are on the left. So you can take a look at that and go to their website for the Mundelein Park and Recreation District and the various things that they have that are opening up. Finally, if you have other questions, go to the state website. They have a great FAQ section there. If you want to take a deep dive into all the details, that would be great. And just to wrap this up, think local, think Mundelein, think local first, folks. Buy local when possible. Finally, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. Let's be kind to each other, folks, and that includes on social media. Just a little suggestion, when we were raising our 6 kids and they were small enough to all sit around the dining room table, we would often play the compliment game. Each child had to give a compliment to someone at the table so that at the end of the dinner, everyone had received a compliment. Now, the 4-year-olds might give a compliment to their mother, I like your hair, something like that. And then as they were older in age, the expectations for the compliments increased. It was great with us, and that's just a suggestion for you to consider for your own family. Folks, thanks for joining me. I hope you have found this presentation helpful. Have a great day.